We get it started, everybody. Lin versus Chaemiko. We kick off the best orc versus human matchup possible in the world. The situation is like this in the rankings. Lin still undefeated, second rank, right behind Happy with one game less. He could catch up to the Emperor, which he will face tomorrow morning. Chaemiko rank 4 at the moment, 1 point behind, 1-0, so he has the chance to still catch up, make it top 3, and even make it top 2 if he wins today and tomorrow versus Foggy. Decisive days in the Reju Cup. Lin and Chaemiko, their final placement here on the line. But that's all about the rankings. Here we go. Best orc, best human. This is gonna be nothing but epic and maybe pave the way for the human versus orc for a month to come.
Yeah, exactly. Game like this can absolutely be a meta establisher. The two best players in the world in this matchup in a long best of 6 series. Hopefully we're gonna get to see every map here as well. We're starting off with a fast-tier Headhunter build with one Grunt mixed in early. Chaemiko with the Archmage and Footman, of course. We saw Chaemiko 2 months ago maybe, experimenting a bit with fast expos, then he moved entirely away from it again. I wonder where he stands now.
The question here on this map, and maybe 1 or 2 others, is now that he abandons fast expansion, is there a chance for tier 3 Griffin play? Because that's a little bit on the hype train right now for all the human.
Player's forces are under attack.
Getting some water.
Okay, thank you. My stream is lagging a little bit. Farseer not going in for the harass, and Chaemiko, typical Chaemiko fashion, a little bit greedy at the start, going for the big spots as he does oftentimes on Concealed Hill as well. He's opening up with Wand of Mana Stealing. This will hopefully fix itself. Maybe I should take the second server. Guys, the broadcast will continue. It's only the early game. There we go. Second server seems to be a little more stable. So Farseer just checking things out with an illusion. Chaemiko should realize this real quick. So level 2 unlocked with green, as you always do. Grunt into Headhunters, even on Northern Isles, which is usually a pure Headhunter map. Interesting, and Remo called it! Fast expansion, but man, Lin is right on the money. This is gonna be so hard to do for Chaemiko. What a read by Lin. Of course, scouting helped quite a bit as well. So creeps woken up early, a little bit more bloodlust than usual. And now it's all about the last hits. No pressure on the Farseer just yet. Chain Lightning Steal definitely possible. Didn't get it! Chaemiko with a major last hit on the Magi. Very hard attacks on this old man with the horse. The wolves are chasing, but so far the horse is faster. And for the amount of danger that Chaemiko was in, he is salvaging this beautifully if he keeps his Archmage alive. Not getting level 3 just yet, but another last hit by Chaemiko. Can he take this one as well? I don't think so. Oh, that was important, because that denies level 3. Whew, and now more Headhunters. Things are getting quite dicey for Chaemiko. He did so many things so right for so long. But now he's gotta run to save his army, save his hero. Tremendous stuff for Chaemiko, but then Lin able to get the kills, able to get the steals, able to prevent level 3. One creep. That's all. Otherwise, Chaemiko could have pressured now into Lin's base, onto Burrows. Nice deny here, though.
As for the Archmage this early game, it's always so stressful. You're getting chased by wolves, by grunts, you're taking so much damage, you're always half dead. In this case, you don't even have level 3 yet. The expansion is coming up. Is of course delayed. Question is how much damage was taken really, and what's Lin's follow-up gonna be? From Focus, for example, we have seen a lot of mass raiders trying to destroy that expansion.
Yeah, we've also seen some Firelord pushes, but Lin stays with the norm, sticks with the norm. TC second could decide to go for Wave and Raiders to brute force it. And yeah, Chaemiko, not only did he invest into this expansion, he also invested into a shop. Needs more time. How is he supposed to hold this now?
Yeah, only a handful of units. Calling the militia from the main. Defend is finished, which is important.
Level 3 acquired.
Oh, and he gets the wolf! Yeah, that was huge.
Okay, then. Lin? Using the headhunter without microing? Yeah, I thought the same. Maybe a little disconnect. Lin's connection among all the other Chinese, not the best. Most of the time. Whew.
There's also 3 units next to the lab. Did he leave 3 headhunters behind?
Looks like it. That gives some room for Chaemiko, of course. A little bit of time to breathe here after a stressful early game. Thank you, Keule, for the Prime sub. If you guys have any Prime subscriptions left, we take them gladly. It's basically a sub for free. You take money out of Jeff Bezos' pocket. It's filled to the brim anyway, and you give it to us. Poor souls. Thank you, FVB, for the raid. Hope you had some fun with Flow Games, and good luck with your new clan.
I love that Jeff Bezos has been retired for 3 months, but everyone still says Jeff Bezos all the time.
He did?
Yeah, he did. He's now he's working out. He's shooting testosterone and he's flying rockets. He's partying.
Okay, then.
I believe.
Still, give me your Prime. Give me your money.
Gimme. Thank you, Arius, with the 15-month resub. Nearly forgot the Prime.
See?
Yeah.
Gotta remind the people. Call to action.
The new CEO is Andy Jesse. Apparently.
Excuse me.
The new Amazon CEO is called Andy Jesse.
Ah. Okay. Thank you, Funny Blob, for the sub, and thank you, Shad, for the 19-month resub. Glad you're giving me some of the money back you're earning from us. Okay, seems like Lin's disconnect is a little more severe. Wouldn't be too surprised if we restart the map then? Oh, no, we continue. All right.
We do?
That was quicker than a hiccup. Oh, Jay Solarex, thank you for the 5 gifted subs, mate. That was a nice break for us. Much monies, much love.
Thank you guys very much. All right, the game continues. One headhunter has fallen here because of the lag, but one headhunter, I guess, not the end of the world. And indeed, 3 units were left behind by Lin. Okay, that's even worse then. So he could have applied more pressure here, I guess. The TC is now out. Of course, with the tier 2 tech lead, Lin very strong right now. He's got full map control. He could take the middle camps or creep up his own natural for a counter expansion. Hard choices now to make for the Orc.
Wow. Is this tech really fast for the early game we just saw? He invested into defense, shop, expo, still able to tech. I mean, he's, of course, far behind Lin, but Lin was also teching rather fast. And here comes the counter push. Lin is not in position. He's creeping with the TC. It's up to the Farseer to defend this.
Oh, this could be 3 Water Elementals here, possibly. AM had a lot of mana. Really like that he bought the Clarities. And dealing with these footies with defend, not easy. One burrow certainly gonna go down, possibly more.
Feels like Lin lost his rhythm a little. He saw this attack coming and no repair ready. But okay, the Shaman are coming. The Purges are in, but the Archmage is sharking around. Footman distracting on the right-hand side. Archmage is gathering more experience on the left. And we see a Blacksmith finish. Towers coming up. Tech at like 2/3. And the Footmen are just waiting for the call. Like, boys, back into the base. Like, yeah, boss. But Farseer scouts them, sends them away.
Yeah, good splitting here by Lin as well. The Orc is all too aware that if he leaves the main without any units nearby, Chaemiko's gonna come in and assault these burrows again. Reinforced defenses would help tremendously, also costs a lot of lumber though. Lin can only afford one of 2 things. Reinforced defenses or counter-expanding.
Lin has always been a big fan of counter expansions in many matchups. But thus far, oh, there's some movement towards the gold mine as The TC is getting some time himself for creeping. He needs level 3. So, tier 2 done. We saw the blacksmith. Is it rifle casters or is he going tier 3? We'll have the decision in just a split second.
This game is looking good for Chaemiko, if you ask me. He's got his tech here up very soon. He's fairly low experience compared to the opponent, of course, but going up against a 2-base human, not going to be so easy for Lin. Wonder what the plan is for the Orc.
Yeah, I think everybody is wondering about that. More purges, almost a deny, but couldn't prevent level 3 quick wolves, and here they are, level 2. But as long as Chaemiko is here, Lin can't counter expand, so what's he supposed to do? It is Mountain King rifle casters.
Yeah, Chaemiko has been, once again, has rediscovered the love for the Mountain King. Over the last couple of months, it's been only Mountain King by him pretty much, whereas other humans would play other heroes as well. Gonna be forced to TP out now. The counter expansion will come up at this point, I guess. But that was a very successful, big delay by Chaemiko.
Love it. Also, Shaman staying back to protect against water elemental harass, so he can't use them in the fights for now. That gives some time for this Archmage to rise up to level 3.5. Mountain King force up to creep as well. Middle of the map belongs to Lin, who needs to or wants to level up further. Map control with Wolves, Chain Lightning, and Storm. Is at Lin as Chaemiko is still waiting for his tier 2 reinforcements. This is a big item, but he's too late to cancel buildings.
Alright, this is going to be an interesting game. Lin should get up this counter expansion. He's going to have the way stronger heroes. But Chaemiko should have the bigger army. Lin wants to force a fight right now while he's strong with these heroes, while Chaemiko hasn't spent all of his money yet to get that big army. This is a great timing for Lin if he can force a fight right now.
Oh, nice distraction by Chaemiko. Another fire laid down here. But the Raiders do a lot of damage. That Sanctum carries the upgrade for the spell. And that's a big and important one.
Dude, did you see it, Neo? It's triple Sanctum.
Yeah, it is. Man, haven't seen that in a while. But Lin finding a perfect counter just yet. It's Noah's Ark, right? 2 Spellbreakers, 2 Sorcerers, 2 Priests.
With more breakers probably coming in a moment.
Mountain King being caught, potion already consumed, and he's dead.
Yeah, level 1 won't take too long to revive, but this altar could absolutely also get destroyed. But Foot is in the main, Foot is at the expo.
Yeah. Really nice how he uses the Footman. It's always been separating the good humans from the S-tier god humans. How do you use your Footmen at the beginning of tier 2? How much value do you get out of them? And Chaemiko showing once again that he's the best human in the world.
Yeah, absolutely. Not only did he prevent mining here and threaten the castle on the expansion, also, very importantly, he pulls Lin back and buys time to be safe for a few seconds, maybe a minute or two, to get the MK back and finally get the production fully rolling. 65 supply now for Chaemiko, and getting towards that big breaker army. That big breaker army, which always is very tough for the Orc to deal.
Yeah. Both gotta correct myself with rifle casters, just mass casters. Wonder if he rebuilds the 3rd Sanctum. But yeah, it's the human death ball, close to 70. Upgrades are looking good, more breakers, upgrades coming in as well. That's what the blacksmith is for, not rifles. And great scouting, of course. These footmen give Chaemiko so much information, but Lin also has a good idea of what's happening. About to backstab.
Yeah, great game sense. Lin knows this is the only camp that realistically Chaemiko can go for after the lab. If he gets the steal here, a lot of experience and item, that would be huge. The Magnetor, how close is he to falling? Not that close. This, of course, not so much damage. TP out. Does he have the time to get the item? Yes, he does. Chain Lightning, stomp in the back, takes out 2 Sorks, but Chaemiko got valuable items and experience.
Seems like you're living a little in the past compared to me. Who's, of course, on the pulse of time, as always. Change the server, maybe that helps for you as well. Invis upgrade, control magic, of cunning, more intelligence, always good for the MK level 4, more mana, also always good. So, Lin, what do you do now? Contest the middle, secure the shop. Double Kodo already. Great Hall is quite hurt. Might be a chance to blow it up if Chaemiko stays that rich. Ooh, Shaman caught out in the open. Man, that's a lot of breakers already. That is the fight right now. Stormbolt controls the TC. Always been one of Chaemiko's strength to zone out the cow, so he can only hit the Mountain King. But the Kodos are coming in, get a snack. I don't know if the second one got one as well. Damage on grunts, of course, amazing, but so is Lin's micro for now. Second storm was probably the last one. The boys are coming in, not hit by the chain lightning that's in already. Mountain King low, down to 1/3. Chaemiko had 66 supplies still, and Lin seems to be plummeting here. Wind of Mana stealing also consumed. Gotta be careful about that. Hero Mountain King, of course, not that influential just yet with only level 2. Oh, that heal scroll value, though. Is that a sign of retreat? Mana is rather low on all sides here. TC is diving deep, and I wonder if that was the right call, because Mountain King is right there. So are the breakers, and the TC level 4 goes down. But with an Ankh, it's just the item that he got so far. Man, what a brawl. 70 supplies still for Lin. He's not losing anything. Everything is hurt, but nothing's dead. And that's a TC level 5. And Farseer as well. Goes to show how much he killed, especially the caster backline. Just completely wiped out. The gyros just aren't ready yet. Wyvern bringing the heat, and that heal scroll was so clutch. Unbelievable. TP transferred. And now we have a 2-base situation with a major supply lead for Lin.
So sick, dude. Lin again showing his colors, how great he is, especially in this matchup, I want to say. This was a fast Expo human who was able to build a huge army of breakers, which normally is so tough to deal with, but he makes it work with a big army of his own, with heal scrolls, with strong heroes, and a couple of Kodos to snack away some of these breakers. Chaemiko has plummeted down to 50 and is looking, I don't know, without chances here almost.
Yeah, I think there's also like 5 supply, 6 supply in the Kodos. So, not even that. Great start. And yeah, with the level 2 Mountain King, what do you really do? Claps, not really impactful. Maybe he didn't see the Ankh, not too sure. Because there was a lot of attention to that TC. How do you recover now?
Players' forces are under attack.
I don't know it either.
Very hard to do. I guess Chaemiko has to try to get back up to 70, 80 supplies, something like that. The big breaker army with upgrades might still be his best shot. Would love to creep more into camps as well still. That's why it's so smart for Lin to be down here. Even if he doesn't get experience here, camping next to these camps, asserting his dominance, and making sure the MK doesn't get this experience is exactly what he needs to do.
Also with heal wards, so easy, so comfortable to creep. Thank you, Orbital Shock, for the 11-month resub. I'm uber lead, so uber lead. Is that a song I'm not aware of?
Players' forces are under attack.
Alright, thank you. Lin even going for a shredder.
Yeah.
Does he want to have some fun here with tier 3 perhaps?
Shouldn't go Bloodlust as much as we love it. Against Breakers, not a great idea. Tauren, maybe. More Breakers coming from the Triple Sanctum. Chaemiko is able to get up back to 70. And the red spot, man. The map control by Lin is fantastic.
Yeah, absolutely agree. I feel like this lag at the beginning definitely didn't do him any favors. Could have applied more pressure probably, but the way he brings it back, controlling the map like you said, taking out the camps the way he needs, and taking the right engagements always.
The right choice also by Ich Trottel gifting 10 subs to us. What a lovely donation, man. Thank you very much for contributing so much recently. That's lovely.
Yeah, man. Thank you very much. Lots of subs today. That helps us out a lot. Chaemiko is trying to claw his way back up to 80 supplies. Pretty close. But Lin now is tier 3. He's got the shredder. He's got all the lumber. He's getting the Kodo upgrade. And he's getting a Torrent Totem. Is it finally time to see my dear Taurens again.
Wouldn't mind to see them against Breakers, obviously. Very, very good against them. Oh man, this is looking scary. With a great position, maybe there's something in it. Doif, thank you for the 3-month sub. Go back to Warcraft for the Horde. Yeah, looking good for the Horde indeed. TC here in this situation might not be able to go to the backline for the Storms, but Breakers seemingly melting against this. Slow and clap is great crowd control, but it's the lack of damage that hurts Chaemiko. Now the Kodo is brave enough to move forward. The boys throwing in, or thrown in to the breach, but what do you do?
Yeah, maybe a mix with a few rifles would have been a good call. As you correctly say, damage seems so low. And that is all because of the MK only being level 2. Lin making sure the MK didn't get to creep is the big difference maker here in the late game. Now he's fire level 3, but this seems a bit too late.
Yeah, clapping away, stomping here, but Chain Lightning again, so powerful to reach that backline. It's so hard for the Orcs to get past the breaker line, but not for the Farseer. He's a smart man, he's an electrifying man, and that lightning. They say lightning doesn't strike twice, but Chain Lightning does.
Yeah, it strikes multiple times. It does a
Yes.
bounce. Especially if it's level 3. Which I guess it is. Wolf's level 2. Lin TPing home now. He lost a couple of units, but not too much. And now he can go into tier 3 production. And here come the Taurens. And also a Shadowhunter.
Bask in the glory of Remo's favorite unit. Especially with the Pulverize upgrade, that's probably not too far away. Lots of corpses there. Chaemiko's still at around 80. And he finally made it to the shop. I wonder if he was faster than Lin this time.
I think he must have been.
Yeah.
So he should have a heal scroll now at least. The MK... Was he able to hold on to the Invo Potion? That's also a big deal. I'm not sure about that. And Lin, for the first time, looking a bit more timid now, since the beginning of the game. But there's a clock on Chaemiko. The mains are soon to expire, and since it's a fast expansion, that natural also will be dry soon.
Yeah, I think he's just waiting for the tier 3 upgrades. Kudo Aura, Headhunter Aura, Aura, Headhunter upgrade, etc., etc. He is going Bloodlust. What the heck? Invis cast. Okay, we do have Blizzard. Is the Archmage safe enough? Nope. Hex immediately. A Raider also very, very nearby. And he's going for that hero focus. Invo Potion on the Mountain King. Last second. Gets revenge with the clap. And that level 2 clap is starting to hurt. But how do you heal that MK up now? Sick fight by Chaemiko as it seems though. Lin down to 60, 70. And there is more and more crowd control and more Blizzard. Chaemiko seemingly turning this game around, getting a double kill. Maybe it was a little bit overeager to go for the tier 3 investment. Now Lin seems to be in trouble, but Chaemiko also great positioning. MK Invis. It's too hurt. He can't go. Can he risk it for the biscuit? Or he seemingly does. Chain Lightning into the backlight again. Okay, here comes the TP. That's the Stormbolt right there to prevent further damage. And the dust settles on even supply.
Damn! Great game between the two. It was a tough position for Lin. Chaemiko making great use there of the Blizzard and Clap. Lots of AoE. And Lin again gets position in the middle. He's gonna get the next heal scroll.
Players' forces are
And
under
keep the
attack.
timer in mind, guys. The main's about to run dry. And Chaemiko can't really afford to expand again.
Exactly, and with the main for Chaemiko, also the expansion is about to mine out. Everything very, very hurt already. The healing for Lin seems good. The Torrent, not really impactful, but they prepare the Breakers to be killed by something else. Oh! Stop! Chain Lightning and Lightning Shield on top, and there's nothing you can do about that. The weapon of mass destruction for Orc strikes, and level 6 TC owns Lin.
Wonderful game. Really cool back and forth between the two. Chaemiko displaying again the fast expansion. Works out fairly well. But Lin does decent damage, slows him down, manages to get up his own counter expansion at some point, and importantly, doesn't allow the MK to find the levels that he needs. Had that MK been level 3 sooner, this could have really been Chaemiko's game, but Lin knows how to do it. Also, beautiful army composition, right? The correct amount of shaman, the correct amount of grunts and headhunters and kodos and raiders, and later on taurens. Lin is just the magnum opus of the orcs.
He is. Didn't feel the torrent really. I wonder how much impact they had. I like that the breakers were always very, very hurt, and I don't think Chaemiko had the necessary amount of heal scrolls. Or wasn't able to get the necessary amount of heal scrolls, I guess, as Lin took some part in that as well. Impressive catch-up by Chaemiko after this devastating loss at the early stages of, or the mid stages of the game. Don't underestimate Chaemiko. There's definitely comeback potential here in the series.
Yeah, and on other maps, it might be a lot easier to creep the MK after fast expanding. Tidehunters especially comes to mind. Last Refuge as well, although they're expanding in the first place, might be harder to do. Fast expansion is definitely, I think, the most interesting strategic variation in this matchup at the moment. The Farseer Headhunter meta started out with humans feeling fast expo is the way to go, and then it seemed like it was the worst thing you can do, and now it's back in the meta again, kind of. So I wonder where it's going to land, and I wonder if Chaemiko is going to keep on attempting it, or if he's going to go back to one-base play. His one-base play can also look very strong. He's been playing quite a bit of two-farm tech recently with a fast tech quickly going into MK, and then just try to take it one-base.
Well. Depends on the maps, of course. We don't know where we're playing on, what our maps are in this, to me, still very confusing map pick and ban system we have at the Rejuvenation Cup. 20 playdays, and I still don't get it.
Maybe for season 2. When I hope we're gonna update the pool and we're gonna get rid of goddamn Amazonia. But the Chinese have been a little reluctant. We're also still playing the old version of Autumn Leaves, which is kind of weird. But oh well.
Yeah, it has to do something with hosting, I guess. We have our second game, and this is happening on Concealed Hill. Oh, everybody. Still super excited. Lin, historically, not always, but mostly the upper hand over Chaemiko, but he has to fight really, really hard for that. Not only today, pretty much every single time. Looking forward to the battles that lie ahead of us. Have you and Remo ever casted with taste as an autosis? No, but we shared some drinks. Nice lads.
We did. In Xi'an at WC3, which was a great event. You remember how hot it was, dude?
Actually,
it was
no.
So hot. You don't?
This one week in Shanghai was way hotter, I feel.
Oh, with Rudan, you mean? Yeah, that was that was terrible.
All right then, let's go. Concealed Hill Headhunter opening once again. Chaemiko, are you brave enough to expand once more?
On this map, it would be quite something, and by quite something, I mean quite suicidal. Don't think that's probably going to be the right call. Chaemiko going to go for the lab pull once again. Does this almost every single time nowadays against Orc on this map, right?
Yes.
Very important to get the experience here. If you lose the last hit on the Rock Golem, it's kind of GG already. But if everything works out, you can get a fast level 3 and maybe even try to go Griffins.
Yeah, I said this before when you were getting some water. Typical Chaemiko move, like his signature move to creep big spots early. He did that on Northern Isles as well. But of course, if I know something, Lin knows something, and that is... Archmage gets the last hit and the big mana push.
Yeah, very important. Can't afford to give this one up. This is why this opening is really stressful. The chance is kind of low that the Farseer steals the last hit, but it is there, so you have to risk a little bit of something in the early stages. The great thing about this is you obviously get level 2 right away, and you can also use the militia during the tech to keep creeping outside your main. So with this creep route, getting level 3 is not guaranteed, but it is very often achieved.
Okay, so far, not the greatest accomplishments for Lin, who of course with this harass can go for pretty fast tech. Chaemiko still waiting for that. Thank you, Mod NYW, for the 11-month resub.
Players' forces
Smiley
are
face.
under
Yeah,
attack.
we all have smiley faces looking at this match, I think.
Oh, and Lin got the last hit. That was a big deal. The Trapper goes to the Orc, and it's one step closer to level 2. Sending the Wolves in one direction, the Farseer in another. Lin wants to have eyes everywhere on the map and prevent more creeps being taken by Chaemiko. If this AM gets to level 3 quickly, Lin knows how dangerous that can be.
Little brawls in the middle. At least we got the Brilliant Sora, but yeah, no big steps towards level 3 as we had before with the Water Elemental push towards the burrows. Lin should be safe from that. Unlucky end snare, but on both sides actually. And the Footman is out of the net. This Headhunter goes down.
Can he deny it? Perhaps? Not quite. Archmage gets more experience, and that really is something we have to pay attention to. Every
player's
little
forces
bit
are under attack.
matters.
Healing up now at the fountain as orcs love to do. But Chaemiko always keeping tabs on his opponent. Here comes the shop as always, late as you don't need it before. Tech has started as well. 60% ahead of Chaemiko. Is the tech timing still fine, or is that a problem already?
If the AM gets level 3 here still in a timely manner and can delay everything that the Orc wants to do, I think it could still be alright. But he needs to get that level 3. TC will be out soon. AM, how much is he missing? Took out the
Quite a
next
lot, huh?
orange camp.
Cancels the shop as well.
A player's forces
And he's
are
got
under
that big
attack.
mana, remember. If he
Yes.
gets 3, he could spam those water elementals like crazy, create tons of space. And that could be enough space, potentially, for tier 3. Great scouting by Lin, by the way. The Wolves always see everything.
He's not missing a beat this series so far. He has to, of course, win this match to be able to kick happy off the throne of this league tomorrow.
I actually did the numbers. If this is a draw, and he 4-0s happy, he can also win.
Oh, okay. That's likely, huh?
Yeah, not the best odds, but, you know, theoretically.
Once again, Beastery, Shaman Hut, all good. Oh, he's distracting in the middle to open up the path for the Archmage to get Water Elementals in. But without the Footman reinforcements, that's still enough this time. Lin, perfect moment to go for that repair. It's a lot of repair. It's also a lot of Water Elementals. Is this enough? One Water Elemental gone. Is that the necessary reduction of deeps? Oh, looks like it. He holds, and the Footman holds. Oh, does he? It's so close. But I guess he bought the time now with the Shaman up. Double level up. Oh, no way, dude.
Oh my god, that was so close. 5 HP on the burrow.
Holds.
But he holds. But he holds, and that was such a huge commitment. Not getting this
A player's
hurts
forces
a
are
lot.
under attack.
Everything
the
was
big mana
perfect in
potion
this
as well.
defense, wasn't it? Every purge, every focus fire, the exact number of peons. That is just perfection.
It was so important that the peons were south of the burrow to prevent the next 2 footies from attacking. Just one more footman attacking would have been enough. Chaemiko still going tier 3 with his Griffin style. But this was not exactly a great early game. It was alright. It wasn't all that good.
They kinda need the delay, which he did not get here. Thank you, Lane QQ, for the 2-month resub. Great work, thanks guys! Greetings from Kiel. Basically neighborhood, shout out. Yeah, feels like Chaemiko... It's up to Chaemiko to get something done here. Otherwise, Lin is always in a comfortable position, and you don't want Lin against you in a comfortable position.
The TC once again is starting to look quite strong. Normally, Orc tends to need an expansion against Griffins in the late game. That's what Chaemiko here is still trying to prevent. With the Stormbolt now, he has some pick-off potential. But Lin's army is looking strong. He hasn't lost any units so far.
A player's
And by the way,
forces
this
are under
next move that
siege.
we saw here from Chaemiko moving north, this was also spotted by Lin. The Wolves saw everything this whole game. Impeccable play by Lin, as well.
Wow. Can Chaemiko bounce back? He's losing the footman, but you're kind of supposed to. You're distracting, you're buying time for your tier 3 and your triple Griffin Aviary. If you pick up a shaman, that's quite nice. If you lose the Mountain King, that's quite bad. You can't pass. Oh, can he pass anything over? No, on a level 1 hero. Not great. Okay, picks up the shaman, gets the Archmage out of harm's way. Oh, does he though? End snare. So, round with the purge. Okay, that's a TP. Ah, expensive distraction.
And Chaemiko only got a single shaman right there. Because Lin handled it so well. That shaman before it died, by the way, was able to use all of its mana, so it wasn't even that bad. It was still the expansion creep being delayed, but now it's fully cleaned up and now Lin can expand.
And yeah, Kurten says it in the chat. Level 3 TC against level 1 Mountain King. It's the same story that we've seen on Northern Isles. Here, I would argue hero level's not that important as it was before because you're playing Griffins and not Mass Casters. So, Storms, Chain Lightning. Well, Chain Lightning kind of good, but not the weapon of mass destruction we've seen before. More about army, I would argue.
Yeah, it's certainly true that the TC's effect isn't going to be quite the same against these Griffins. However, this strategy only becomes really strong, this Griffin strat, if you also manage to creep. The MK needs 3, the Pally needs at least 2, ideally.
Yes.
If you ever get to 5-3-3 or 5-4-3, then it's extremely powerful. But now being able to creep and get those levels in the late game is not going to be easy for Chaemiko, especially because, once again, we can expect Lin to put on the pressure now and again prevent creeping.
Chaemiko also needs to buy time. Oh no! That MK, he's living a miserable life. Is there a staff available for the Archmage? Yes. And a Holy Light is ready as well. It's rough, man. He's standing right next to the shop. Can Lin just brute force this Archmage? Don't think so. Oh, yoink! That Griffin! All of a sudden in the middle of the Orc army. That's the timing where Chaemiko is not really supposed to lose anything because you need that critical mass of Griffins. And yeah, Chain Lightning finishes this one off. Lightning Shield against the Militia, of course. They were called and then sent away. This is just utter destruction by Lin, and Chaemiko didn't stand a chance this game.
Yeah, and Chaemiko, you know, where the Griffin style worked out many times before against lesser orcs, here it doesn't, because Lin just had an impeccable early game. If that burrow falls, everything looks a bit different. Suddenly, you don't have that big orc army.
Yeah.
Suddenly, Lin is in more trouble. Suddenly, the expansion maybe doesn't come up so quick. Not saying he would have won then necessarily, but yeah, just wonderful play by Lin once again. Displaying how it's done.
100%. He is... Feels like he's ready. Feels like this man is ready for the big games that lie ahead of him today against Chaemiko, tomorrow against Tappy. He needs to be in tip-top shape. Otherwise, both players, Chaemiko and Tappy, will tear him apart. But impressive, kind of scary what Lin brings to the table here.
Yeah, it's going to be only one map away now from a guaranteed draw. And again, if he gets the draw, he has a chance to take first place. Doesn't even necessarily need the win. Would have to beat Happy, of course. Which is going to be the match for tomorrow that I can't believe that I'm missing, man. Goddamn! But, of course, Neo's going to be here covering that tomorrow with Juan. Has he assured his presence?
Yes, of course. Juan is going to be with me for both matches tomorrow. Juan, like you always love to cast with Starshaped, for example, right? For me, my preferred pro player, caster, colleague dude, Juan. He's great in everything he does.
Yeah, Juan, definitely a lovely lad as well. As a little thank you, we could send him like a couple of packs of Kinder Bueno. I know he likes them just as much as I do.
Well, he likes the white ones. You don't. There's a big difference.
Did you have to say it, Neo? Did you have to spoil the mood? I think you're all just lying. I think you all secretly hate white chocolate as well. You just try to get a rise out of me.
Well, you know me. I would never lie to our people.
That's a lie.
That's a lie.
That's a lie.
Who do you believe? Do you believe me, or do you believe this guy over there who pretends to go to church and then really doesn't? And was
pretends?
Yes.
Excuse me.
You. I got you on tape that you were lying, and you admitted it.
There are many kinds of churches. Not every church has to be brick and mortar, roof and organ, altar and incense. A church can take many forms. Just as Jesus did many things.
He also was a tree once, wasn't he? Anyway, let's make this chat a church for these two great players. Show your appreciation for Lin and Chaemiko. Map 3. Lin could score the draw here already, and Chaemiko is under a lot of pressure. Can't really control the warship of the Horde just yet. We're on Tight Hunters. Remo.
We are. And I'm wondering, fast expansion again, or is it finally time to play a standard game? 2 farm tech, MK. Chaemiko has refused to play this build so far. This is a pretty good map though for it, I would say. If you get the MK out early and you can level him quickly, he can power up like crazy here, especially in the south. If you get some mana potions, if you get some rings, some pendants, the MK can be the hard carry for you that you're looking for. But whatever you're gonna do, then it's gonna be on your heels and it's gonna be hard to beat.
Okay then, where will this game go? Chaemiko, quite some players are still hunting him when it comes to that top 3 position. Or top 4 position. He wants to attack 1-0, of course, and today and tomorrow to take the 3rd spot. So far, doesn't look like it. Time to bounce back. He needs to bounce back now. That looks like gloves to me. Exactly. And then goes to the middle, takes up the turtles.
If he gets both these green turtle camps, gonna be a quick level 2 for him. As we have Death Craft with a 2-month resub says, go Chaemiko! Yes sir! Chaemiko needs some emotional support here, guys. Down 0-2. We want to have a nice long series. We want another 4-0 here. And I don't think we shall get it. We do this time get the standard build in quotes by Chaemiko. 2 farm tech. And we'll be seeing a fast MK and possibly a strong MK.
Yeah, man, there were some ESL Cup Asia games between them. RIP ESL Cup Asia. Last hit. Where they brawled for 10 minutes in the middle of this map, and I was out of breath. I was done after casting that fight, but it was so gorgeous. I want this. Last hit went to the Archmage.
Yeah, that's a big deal. That's a huge deal. That means the Farseer is far away from 2. Can't get that Chain Lightning too soon to contest the next couple of last hits. Chaemiko could go into more footies and defend, but normally what he does from here is he stays on 3 footies, skips defend, and goes right into rifles. 3 or 4 rifles, priests, before going for breakers then late game transition.
Well, more pressure on the Farseer. That goes nicely. Footy not denied, rather decides to put more damage on his opponent's hero. Now switches, fireball long range, good sniper. So both are losing units, and both are losing lots of HP on their first heroes.
But Chaemiko will have to fall back. It certainly has fewer units here, because of this 2 farm tech again. And will have to go for a shot early, I guess. Great scouting again by Lin. Sees what's going on. Gonna resummon them now. But yeah, creeping on the Farseer has been slowed down. He will be getting level 2 here. But I don't expect to see too fast of a level 3 on this Farseer.
Me neither. Has to roam around and create some space for the second hero. Rifles are coming, always increasing creep speed. It's a lot, it's about the middle, of course, there's one shot. But yeah, creep check by Lin once again. And at the moment, Chaemiko is not in position to do anything.
Yeah. Great read, great game sense by Lin again. Most orcs would have just fallen back, taken out the marketplace, taken out the green, trying to get level 3, but Lin knows he's stronger right now. He can creep perhaps a smaller camp for less experience, but also prevent the AM from creeping up further. He's gonna get the item here, that's claws for him. And slowly but surely making his way towards that level 3.
Not bad, not bad. Still pretty even game here. Would give the advantage slightly to Lin. Chaemiko for now giving up on that burrow push, which was very expensive on game 1 and didn't really work on map 2. But yeah, it's this rifle caster play designed for a later push. Mountain King it is. Tier 3 by Lin.
What? He's playing European Starbucks style? Shadowhunter against the defend when there's no defend. And tier 3.
Oh, he's catching the Farseer. There was another Stormbolt locked and loaded. But yeah, that is... Nobody really expected this.
Yeah, the Europeans love playing this all the time. It has some weaknesses with like a 50 supply rifle push. It can be very hard to hold this with tier 3 because you're not quite ready yet. As I said, in Europe, very popular. I legit haven't seen this from the Asian pros in at least a year on a very high level, you know, tournament match. So I'm very curious to see how Lin is going to do this.
First we fight over the snapper in the middle. Hex is used. There's of course more. Chaemiko takes the first headhunter out. Trying to get the last hit somewhere, trying to prevent these kills, but the headhunters are doing quite some damage here, and the forces for Chaemiko dwindling. Archmage, hexed, focused. Dude, so much damage! And he's shocked, and so are we! Archmage just falls just like that during the tier 3 tag. Lin is tearing Chaemiko apart.
That Chain Lightning coming into play. It's level 2 Chain Lightning, I believe, right? Level 1 Wolf, did I see this right? The militia come in now. That's way too late. These militia should have been here way earlier.
Surround!
Big mistake by Chaemiko, big punish.
Oh, mega play by Lin! Cloak transferred to the Shadowhunter to get out of that surround. The Hail Mary play by Chaemiko to go for that second tier to slow them down. Didn't work either. Dude, Lin is just so good.
It does seem to be level 2 wolves after all. Just didn't have them there for a moment. Great play by Lin indeed. That Hex focus, something Chaemiko didn't perhaps think of. But the militia being so late, that's an unforgivable mistake that normally doesn't happen to Chaemiko.
Well, maybe a little desperate after the first 2 maps.
A player's forces are
Not in
under
tip-top
attack.
shape anymore. Okay, Lin can do whatever he wants now.
And he's gonna go creeping for now. This bonus damage to the Shadowhunter, by the way, not too bad. He's got fairly fast attack speed. Gonna get close to level 3 already. Big item here. Seems to be an aura. Oh, it's the Hilarious Flute. Hallelujah.
Ooh, not
A
bad.
player's forces are under
Yeah,
attack.
usually you want to overwhelm with that rifle caster build. But he has just trouble creeping with whatever is left in his army. Archmage not 3, Mountain King not even close to 3. There's almost no damage, and Lin, of course, finds him here. Where the Hex is. If there's a speed scroll, he could just... Can he win it right here? TC's coming, creeps are helping. At least level 2 now.
Love how he
Now
also
the-
kites and pulls back the Berserkers. He knows the damage of the heroes is enough to get those kills.
Yeah, militia
Everything.
Oh no! Total disaster. Another priest right into the arms. TC stomp against all the militia. Cloak again for the second time. Stormbolt, okay, TC will go down after all. Even tried to deny with that solo experience on the Shadowhunter. That means level 2 heal wave. Chaemiko now able to fight a little bit. And is he brave enough to go for the marketplace again? Looks like it.
With the Brilliance Aura and Priest Heal, of course, he's got really good sustain over time. Whereas the Orc mana runs out and then it's things get a little bit difficult.
Gockel, thank you for the €2 donation. 46 supply for Chaemiko only. Trying to take out the raiders, that's working well. Good repositioning with the Mountain King to block the way out. Not really necessary, but the headhunters are breaking through the front line and tearing these priests apart. Mountain King hurt, priest hurt. Wow, that rogue squad of headhunters doing terrible damage to the back line of the human.
A player's forces are under attack.
Terrible, terrible damage.
Yeah.
Just like in the days of Dustin Browder. Reminds me of old Grubby streams. He was, I think, the first to do this. Run into the back with the Berserkers, maybe even with a speed scroll, and snipe those priests, and suddenly there's no sustain for the human anymore. Excellent game by Lin, and Chaemiko getting punished a bit too hard for small mistakes.
Yeah, oh man, he's moving forward again. Hex on the Mountain King, no retreat. Remo, this entire series is an ass whooping.
And we see the next hero kill here, and well, Chaemiko's still trying, but he's not got much left.
Lin has to retreat at some point. It's too low now. But he also got 700 gold roundabout. Harassing even further. No time to rest for Chaemiko. No time to breathe. No time to recover.
Yeah, that's pretty sick.
The
The crazy thing here is, Lin was the one going with the greedy tier 3 play,
Yes.
and he was the one who always seemed in charge,
Yes!
and never gave away initiative.
That's not supposed to be that way. Defies the Warcraft physics, this man.
That's why it's always such a treat for me, and many Warcraft fans out there to see Lin playing. We didn't see him at DreamHack, unfortunately, but boy, oh boy, is he impressing us here today. Close to level 3 now on the TC as well. We're just gonna make life for these rifles and priests even worse.
Yes, that strategy with rifle priests, not the greatest longevity. Usually you're supposed to hit these razor sharp timings. Didn't hit a single timing this game.
Yeah. Those heroes dying in the middle. That put him so far behind that wasn't allowed to happen. Again, comes all down to the militia. If the militia had been there earlier, it would have been a way different story. And now we got Lin with level 3 TC. 600 gold as well. He could actually go for a tiny if he wants.
Late attack upgrades, but they're coming now. No transition possible for Chaemiko. He got so much trouble just getting up to 50 throughout the entire game. It's just very, very comfortable for Lin now.
Creeping up even more. There's still lots of loot to go around here in the south. We still got 3 big consumables. He gets one here. The Wand of the Wind. Perhaps not the best against Priest, but in the right moment can still be helpful.
Okay, we get the burrow push after all. Just, 10 minutes late. But not even against rifle casters, Lin is losing this burrow. Incredible. Loses the raider over it. But totally fine. He's willing to take that fight now. I mean, the boys are coming for lunch. It's a little sandwich, but here's the stop. There's the focus. Oh, Chain Lightning doesn't hit him, but the rest of the caster army. That TC is gonna be so overwhelming. That TC is the 3rd hero, by the way, on the same level as both heroes of Chaemiko. That tells you everything you need to know about this game. Level 4 Shadowhunter as well. Would love to have a heal scroll here, but okay. Another heal wave is also fine. Always, always, always chain lightning and more damage. 3-0 Lin. Crazy. You're muted. Discord crashed.
Live at possibly still getting first place.
I'm sorry, Remo, you have to repeat that. My Discord crashed again.
Yeah, Lin just incredible performance. Draw guaranteed now. Still has the chance to win this one. With this, he's at most 2 points behind Happy, which means tomorrow Lin will also have the chance to take first place.
I love tomorrow. I got the heart around the day in the calendar with red, big, bold. Can't wait for tomorrow. Looking forward to the next map. That's all fine. But then I want like a, 20-hour hibernation and just start the next day immediately. That's how much I want this.
Yeah. I was also really looking forward to today. Not gonna lie, the games have been slightly underwhelming so far. Now, don't get me wrong, the level of play is very high, but Lawlight and Lin seem to be storming away from the opponents, and Focus couldn't keep up earlier, and Chaemiko also can't keep up at the moment. And the concerning thing here is all strategies aren't working. It's not just one strat that isn't working. It's 3 different strats that Chaemiko tried so far, and none of them can take any footing. Did your Discord crash again? I don't hear you. Rip. Chat, can you hear me?
Oh, I said be right back, but apparently you didn't hear that. Had to go to the restroom real quick.
I think nobody did.
No,
okay.
I muted myself and then I said, be right back. And then I went for the restroom, but hey.
Okay.
Anyway, we got another game. Chaemiko, I want more games. We need the watch time. Please, start a comeback.
We're going back to Northern Isles. I would say this is the game that looked the best for Chaemiko, right? The expansion was a bit scary to go for, but it worked out. He got to the big army. Here on this map, there was only one problem. MK underleveled. The rest all looked pretty fine. So maybe that's going to be the attempt again, but judging already from the altar positioning, it seems like Chaemiko won't be going for the Tuskar camp this time. And that normally means no fast expansion, because you really want to get that level 3 AM. You could theoretically go for an instant expo, but that's very dangerous.
Well, maybe it's time for some tricks after losing 3 maps in a row. Thank you, Emerald, for the 27-month resub. Much love, guys. 27 months is a long time. Not even with Prime, just your hard-earned money. That's amazing. So yeah, will Lin be tricked into thinking that Chaemiko is always going for the Tuskar camp and rush over? Rather not. Doesn't have a speed scroll anyway, so shouldn't be in time. And yeah, it's the green spot first.
A player's forces are under attack.
Yeah, the bad thing about going for the instant expansion is Farseer will be creeping level 2 quickly anyways, and then scouting your expansion. And then with Wolves and Chain Lightning and Headhunters, that would be a lot of peasants going down. So,
yes.
Might not be the best call here. So, AM just creeping the green, then going to the middle. This again looks like the 2-farm tech, where again the MK is supposed to be the star player who needs a better early mid-game this time around.
Will Lin allow this is the question. So far he didn't. Not in a single map. He's always out creeping his opponent. Plus the burrows didn't work. Or the I mean, the burrows worked for Lin, but the burrow pushes didn't work. And he saw his opponent again, thanks to the ward, positioning the headhunters perfectly. The water elementals are chasing the Farseer, so they're not part of that push in the north. These little tiny things already going in favor of Lin.
Oh, and he sent his headhunters up there to intercept the human. It's kind of cool. Every bit of damage that he's putting on matters. At the moment, everything is still very healthy for Chaemiko. But that could change quickly. Chaemiko does have the faster tech this time. So he's going to have a fast MK. And with that, can perhaps look for some hero kills.
Yeah, you want...
I mean, not hero kills. Headhunter kills.
Headhunter kills. Oh, you never know if the Farseer is a little out of position. But yeah, rather go for the safe one. Archmage, finally level 2, Brilliance Aura. And that is 2 water elementals possibly. Oh, that burrow in the back didn't see it due to nighttime maybe.
Don't think he wants to commit. He would be taking a lot of damage from the burrows themselves and from the units that are already there. Love the splitting by Lin. 2 headhunters forcing away the Archmage and the other 3 creeping with the Farseer. Now ensuring he's level 2 finally.
And reunited with the rest of the army. Started stepping onto the water elemental. Secures him another kill. A little bit more experience. And tier 2 right around the corner. Shop now. That will be a cancel. So Chaemiko, even if it's only level 2 water elementals, can you do some damage here? No, don't think so. I think Peon's got this.
It's gonna cost some repair, but yeah, seems like it should be enough. Lin with the greedy camp in the middle though. Is this a bit too greedy? We'll see.
Sick block by Chaemiko to get that one peon, but lots of effort for like little impact on the game. But that's the length you have to go to do damage to Lin.
Yeah, true. Lin actually with the perfect decision. He's just dealing with this push simply with peons. This is after all a 2 farm tech. There's only 3 footies, excuse me, with this build. There's no defend. The burrows can clean this up on their own. And the Farseer's creeping in the meantime is gonna have a super fast level 3. And those level 2 wolves against rifles and also against heroes. Pretty damn good.
It's again looking rather rough for a human friend, isn't it?
A player's forces are under
Certainly
attack.
is. When the MK comes out, I think he's gonna need to find a lot of kills against these headhunters. But now with 2 footies fallen already, this also matters. It's gonna be some normal damage missing. AM is being scouted by the wolf. He's taken some damage already.
Okay, we need a clap Mountain King, like fast
Player's forces are
against
under
these headhunters. Tier 3 by Lin again. Are you kidding me? That's just his go-to build now, but this time with a TC instead of a Shadowhunter.
Yeah. I wonder if... I mean, this game I think is very understandable. It seems like he's definitely far ahead this game. On Tidehunters, it was less so the case, I would say. But here he certainly is. It'll be interesting to see in the future if this is just always his response nowadays to the 2 farm tech, or if this is specifically in this series here against Chaemiko. Another big camp for Lin. Sobi Mask.
Yep, it's
And
pretty
lots of
good.
experience.
Both camps in the middle. Going to the orc. Chaemiko's still struggling with level 3. How far are we in? Like 7-8 minutes or something?
Yeah, that's pretty crazy. And this Farseer is almost level 4.
Yes, he learned a lot. He's a quick learner. Invo potion stolen. That's what the Archmage was here for. And Stonebolt on a wolf to get like something. Will Lin allow this? Nope.
And in the meantime, the TC creeps away the enemy lab.
Yes.
While it's Lin who's going tier 3.
A player's forces
And
are under
Chaemiko,
attack.
that burrow push, I think, turning out to be clearly the wrong choice.
Yeah.
Was not effective. It was a waste of time. It allowed Lin to get far ahead.
Lin is wearing the helm of the Dominator today. Here's the TC. Look at these. Oh, the splits are good. Can't find a real and easy target. Trades the priest for a headhunter. But, man. He could just fire away at the priest. And that's kind of what he does. Now we got clap for crowd control. Okay.
Alright, again, we see the run towards the priests, but here Stormbolt can come in very handy. It's going to be another kill. Alright, Chaemiko gets something. But Lin will get quite a bit as well here in a moment with tier 3 finishing.
But when Chaemiko was playing Focus or Soin or Fly, this looks so different.
It's crazy, right?
He
It looks
got
like
these
a completely different match.
Yeah, he got these creative strikes of genius. The execution is top notch, and he's facing Lin, and he looks like a 2000 MMR player. It's unbelievable.
I mean, here in this game, Chaemiko definitely made a mistake with pushing the main. Before he made a mistake with Militia being too late. But those are small mistakes. I think it's not really Chaemiko failing. I think it's just Lin showing no openings.
Yeah.
And playing it incredibly.
Oh boy.
Oh boys, tomorrow. Lin versus Happy Boys.
Dude, if Happy 4 owes him there. Okay, let's not get ahead of ourselves. Focus on the Archmage Chain Lightning. Oh! Last second heal wave. Almost working. Focus is shifting towards Priest, and yeah, he might have... oh my god, that stomp! He might have the mana rack, but now with the Priest gone, there's no healing anymore. Lin is getting quite some kills. Again, there's another stomp soon. He's just leveling and leveling and leveling. Without level 3 MK, you can't compete. He's just waiting for the stomp, right? And maybe a chain lightning. Yep, there's the stomp. Ogre. Ah, not sure. Got it. Immu potion committed to. Uh-oh. Ooh, nice dispel from the priest. And now there's no mana anymore. Maybe for a chain lightning, but then rather TP's out with an exit kill. Okay. Chaemiko lives.
The execution there also by Lin. The positioning, the swapping of the items. The TP bolt dodge there at the end. The target fire, the kiting. God damn, he's looking on point.
So you're saying he's the opposite of colorful?
Neo, stop it.
Player's force.
Yeah, we had impressive showings of this in the past. If Lin is really focused, motivated, practicing, and in top shape, he looks unbeatable at times.
Plus
That brings us back to WGL 2020, right? When he defeated Happy in the grand final. That's what Lin was looking like.
I think it was wasn't it 19?
Oh, it's 90.
Yeah, 20 was the hat trick of Infi, and 21 was colorful. It was winter 19.
Ah, yeah. Summer was Happy, winter was Lin. Sure.
Farseer is doing quite some damage, eh? He's plus 22. Not a bad Farseer.
A player's forces are under attack.
Kind of surprising that he doesn't put it on the shadow. But alright.
Zeppelin.
Still a ranged hero.
Zeppelin and Militia. And he finally gets the burrow. On map 4 it works. So let's see what these guys are capable of doing. Nice chain lightning again, but mostly against the workers. Mountain King is trying to find an opening, but really doesn't get it. He's super low. Epic stomps. And that Mountain King, man, did he kind of forget about him? The abandoned stepson? Very, very hurt. Very unoptimal positioning. Now he's fixing that. The backline for Lin looks so much better. And multi-kill again.
That Scroll of the Beast also was so much damage on the Berserkers. The code
Yes.
upgrade just finished, plus the
Yes.
scroll. Plus 45% damage.
Chain lightning, triple kill. TC gets the heal wave, of course, and There's no chance. Like no chance at all. 4-0-4-0. What
Wow.
the heck?
Chaemiko looked good in this tournament series already, but when he's going up against the world champs, against Happy, against Lin, he doesn't quite have what it takes there yet. Against everyone else, he does very well. Against everyone else, he tends to win or at least get a draw. But Lin and Happy stand above the rest.
Yeah. I agree. And we got, like, it's proven now as we have this as a round robin. Everybody played against each other. With Moon missing, it's maybe a little screwed, you know? But yeah, Happy 15 points, Lin 14 points, and tomorrow they meet. Oh, so epic!
It's gonna be so epic, dude. Oh, and I'm not here. God damn. I hope it's gonna be a draw. But yeah, regardless, great finish will be for both. Lin is gonna have his sights set on first place tomorrow. But regardless how it goes, it will have been a great season for both the Russian and the Korean. But yeah, first place pretty important. That's twice the prize money of second place.
Yeah, man. It's basically a match tomorrow for $4,000.
Oh yeah, that's true.
One best of 6 for $4,000. It's just so crazy.
Yep.
Chaemiko, gotta be careful, man. He's now tied with Lawlight at 9 points.
Mm-hmm.
And Chaemiko has to face Foggy tomorrow, who's pretty good against Human. And Lawlight faces Colorful on a Sunday, which is not easy in Mirror at all. 1-0 is facing Soen, who's looking really good versus ORC, versus Undead, especially. So a lot could change in the top 5. I think not too much happening at the southern side of the bracket. Foggy could still surpass Focus and Colorful. Colorful could surpass Lawlight, but apart from that, not too much. The important things, Happy or Lin, and the battle between 1-0 Chaemiko and Lawlight.
Yeah, absolutely. And Colorful also has 7 points, Neo. As we all know, Colorful is a great player.
But
And if he
Lawlight
gets
has
the
9.
W,
It's just not updated yet.
yes, but if Colorful beats Lawlight, he's gonna overtake him.
Yes, I said that in like half a sentence already. It's not gonna happen, so we don't have to mention this. We all know. So
Just you wait. Just you wait.
this is the day. Saturday, 11 a.m. You are not supposed to miss this. Set the alarms. Happy versus Lin. WGL Grand Final rematch. The one show match we didn't get because Lin at the time was taking care of his pregnant wife. Now, not pregnant anymore. Child out. Lin, tremendous shape. And they will face. This is going to be epic. And Foggy versus Chaemiko. Banger of a Human versus Night Elf. All races represented. Star players of all races represented. If you, like, we have the best Undead, the best Orc, the best Human tomorrow. And Foggy is definitely up there in the top 3 of Night Elves as well. Oh boy! It's a great time to be a Warcraft fan.
Yeah, absolutely. This is by far the best Playday of the entire season, you guys. Don't want to miss it. Today was a little more one-sided and a little bit quicker and over faster than we thought, but we can view it as a warm-up. It was a little bit of a prelude to tomorrow's epicness, and epic it will be indeed.
If you like what you see here, ladies and gentlemen, the Back to Warcraft engine is powered by you guys via a lot of stuff, actually. You can go to backtowarcraft.com/support to find the ways how to fuel us. Via Patreon, for example, where you get hand-picked recommendations for music and movies, you get coaching, replay analysis, fun game evenings, etc., etc., etc. You can sub here at Twitch, especially with Prime. It's basically for free. If you have Amazon Prime, you got 1 sub for free each month, and we gladly take that away from you, as well as your hard-earned money via donations, via PayPal, credit card, or cryptocurrency, all possible. Just hit that button, send us the money. And if you need some t-shirts or hoodies or caps or mugs, merchandise is up at Streamlabs. And if you want to help out a partner that's been by our side for almost a year now and want to reward our partner for the support that it gives us, you click on CORSAIR and grab one of these beautiful products. Remo, how amazing is CORSAIR?
They are wonderful. And you don't have to stop at just one product, Neo, because they have a multitude of different products. We use them as well, as you can plainly see from our headsets. We also use their wonderful mice and keyboards. They got webcams, they got microphones, they got gaming setups, they got cases, they got it all. Head on over to corsair.com, check out what they have. You can get 10% off at checkout with our code back to Warcraft, and that goes for everything, even the weekly special deals. You can still use that one. So if you feel like treating yourself, do so.
Even the
On
weekly
corsair.com.
deals, so you get a discount on a discount.
I know, it's amazing. Exhibit would be proud.
Yeah, thank you, Corsair. Of course, not only financial support is important, but also every single click, every single like, every single share on YouTube and the socials helps us, because it's all, powered by algorithms. And if the algorithm sees, hey, people are invested and interested in what these guys are posting, it gets recommended to more people. Comments, every single comment, whether it be a smiley face or, a wall of text that explains the matchup, it doesn't matter. We gladly take that interaction. If you have feedback, throw it to us. We are on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, Discord, and YouTube, and of course here on Twitch as well. Like, subscribe, ring the bell. We are getting kind of close to 60,000 YouTube subscribers, and I really, really want to crack the 100,000 one day to get this nice little YouTube award. So we got a lot of followers on YouTube that are just watching the games but not subscribing to the channel. And without you subscribing, I won't get my YouTube award. So please, click that button. It would be amazing. Now, Remo, I will dearly miss you tomorrow for Happy vs. Lynn at 11 a.m. Central European Time. I wish you a wonderful time at whatever you're doing. I'm pretty sure my day will be better than yours.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure too. Thanks for rubbing it in, Neo. I'm gonna catch up on the games, of course, and I'm sure they're gonna be great. Guys, keep in mind, tomorrow, 11 a.m. Be here if you can.
Be there.
Until then.
Be square. Bye-bye.